The independent music scene is a difficult industry to succeed in. Careful management is paramount in avoiding total obscurity. This is where the record labels enter the game. Wholesale Meat Music is an independent, Adelaide-based label specialising in grunge, indie and experimental sounds. While still a small venture with modest beginnings, Wholesale Meat is gradually beginning to bloom into the industry.
As a record label, Wholesale Meat likes to record, promote, create a nice social network of bands.
I guess we're hoping to help people release some albums soon, like put together compilations, that kind of thing, to build up a bit of a scene. So Wholesale Meat started when we were all in high school and we were getting interested in music and starting heaps of different bands. And then we started to try and think of ways to put it all together because we had a fairly tight-knit group happening.
Still possessed by this thrilling idea of having our own indie community, we decided to put it into action by buying a Yamaha mixing desk. We all put in about $30 each and we ended up buying it, and from there we just started trying to record with it and the other like small array of mics and stuff that we already had, and trying to get the best sound that we could from that gear.
So at one of our back rooms we just started turning it into the recording studio, which involved having egg cartons stuck to one of the walls and speakers drilled in and that kind of thing, plugging windows, pretending that we could soundproof it.
Naturally. We decided to name the space the Rusty Cage after the Soundgarden song.
Wholesale Meat's base of operations is modest. A small outbuilding in Jamie's backyard modified into a studio where their recordings take place. From such casual small-time beginnings, Wholesale Meat has steadily developed and taken on several new bands, including the Notorious Daughters, fronted by Milton Barton.
My general experience with Wholesale Meat has been pretty positive for the most part. I was there in the very beginning. It was played in the first bands to really be recorded by Wholesale Meat and promoted. And that's really the best benefit of Wholesale Meat, I think. Getting promotion by a reasonable crew of people and networking with other bands, finding other bands.
Aside from the Notorious Daughters, we have a fair bunch of bands these days. When we first started there was just like a whole bunch of bands, most of them novelty, which were just made up of configurations out of the same like 5 or 6 people. But now we have, I'm not sure how many, but we have like Breakable Things from the Bookshelf, which I'm in, Well-Meaning Shells, Pigeon Kill, Hermit,
Diesel Witch, Bay of Bengal.
Bay of Bengal.
For the Notorious Daughters, Wholesale Meat's really just promoted us and helped us get some recordings done. And I guess in the future I'd like to see an album recorded with Wholesale Meat and hopefully released so that we don't have to really bear the brunt of the price, I guess. Yeah.
So I guess starting an independent record label in a small city, it's good because it's manageable and you can know all the venues and meet lots of the people. But I guess the issue is that because it's small, there isn't such a huge scene and there's aren't such a wide variety of genres that are popular.
Yeah, we've, as you can imagine, there's plenty of emotional metal sort of around, but not too much of that hard-edged 90s alternative that we most enjoy. But then again, we like Adelaide because it's a bit rainy and it's got that sort of vibe. We like to compare it to Seattle.
On my MySpace I wrote it as Adelaide Yaddle. So our aims for developing the label to start with are hold a Wholesale Meat showcase to get everyone playing gigs together and have a good time. Also, we want to release a compilation album with all of our bands, a couple of tracks each.
We just want to do lots of recordings and release stuff at a slightly better quality level than we ever have before and do it as much as we can. Where do we want to take Wholesale Meat music in the future?
I don't know.
Well, let me tell you, mate. Firstly, we want to take over Adelaide with a wide range of rock shows and things like that that'll just reel everyone in, and yeah, eventually everyone in Adelaide will really like us. Beyond there, we just want to spread further and further, whole world, outer space, whatever.
I guess hopefully through our website and our MySpace and stuff we can start to get some fans further away from Adelaide. And yeah, because these days I guess the advantage we have is that we can distribute things abroad easily. So who knows.
The team behind Wholesale Meat are playing to a tough crowd. Developing their label was always going to be a challenge, but they have the optimism, the talent, and the passion for music to make it happen. Adelaide, meet the meat.
Music is meat.